Dealerships can charge you $200 just to reset a sensor, a job that takes only 3 seconds. You won't find these tricks in your owner's manual, but I've been using them for decades. Today, I'm revealing 11 powerful car reset hacks mechanics don't want you to know. And the bonus tip at the end, it can reset your car's entire brain. Let's dive in. 11. Resetting the check engine light. The check engine light can appear for many reasons. Sometimes minor, sometimes serious. A loose gas cap, bad fuel, or temporary sensor error may trigger it. If the issue has already been fixed, you can reset the light yourself. The simplest way is disconnecting the negative battery terminal for 10 to 15 minutes, which clears the ECU memory. Another effective option is using an OBD2 scanner. Plug it under the dashboard, read the stored codes, and select Clear Codes. This not only turns off the light, but also shows you what caused it in the first place. If the light was triggered by something small, it will stay off. However, if there's a deeper issue, like a misfire or sensor fault, it will return. Resetting the light is useful after completing repairs, ensuring your dashboard is accurate. It's a quick and easy DIY trick, but always take recurring warnings seriously, since ignoring them can lead to costly engine damage later. 10. Oil change reminder. Reset. Modern cars track oil life and remind you when it's time for a service. Even after changing the oil, the light stays on until you reset it. The reset process varies, but most cars make it simple. Start by turning the ignition to the on position without starting the engine. On many models, press and hold the trip reset or odometer button until the oil light blinks and resets to 100%. In others, you'll need to use the steering wheel controls and navigate to the Maintenance or Service menu. Then select Oil Life Reset. Some vehicles also allow resetting through the infotainment screen. If none of these work, disconnecting the negative battery cable for 10 minutes can also clear it. Remember, this reset should only be done after actually changing the oil. Skipping real service and just resetting the light could lead to engine wear. Done properly, the reset ensures your service schedule stays accurate, and you avoid unnecessary reminders. 9. TPMS Reset. The Tire Pressure Monitoring System, TPMS, warns you when one or more tires are underinflated. After inflating the tires correctly, the light sometimes remains on, requiring a reset. Start by checking all 4 tires and the spare. Fill them to the recommended PSI listed on the driver's door sticker. Next, turn the ignition to on. If your car has a TPMS reset button, usually located below the steering wheel or inside the glove box, press and hold it until the TPMS light blinks 3 times. Release the button, then drive the car at 50 to 60 km/h for about 10 to 15 minutes so the system recalibrates. For vehicles without a button, some allow resets via the infotainment or settings menu. Another option is disconnecting the negative battery terminal for 10 minutes. Resetting TPMS ensures the sensors report accurate pressure and prevents false warnings. If the light returns, it could indicate a faulty sensor or slow leak. Regular resets after servicing keep the system reliable and safe. 8. Airbag Warning. Light Reset. The Airbag Warning Light is part of the Supplemental Restraint System, SRS, designed to keep you safe in an accident. Sometimes this light stays on after a battery change, fuse issue, or minor electrical glitch, even if the airbags are working fine. Resetting it can often solve the problem. To reset, turn the ignition key to the on position without starting the engine. Watch the airbag light. It will turn on for a few seconds and then switch off. As soon as it switches off, quickly turn the ignition off. Repeat this cycle 2-3 times. After the final cycle, start the engine and check if the airbag light stays off. If it does, the reset was successful. Another method is disconnecting the negative battery terminal for about 10 to 15 minutes. However, if the light keeps coming back, it may indicate a genuine issue, such as a faulty sensor, damaged wiring, or defective airbag module. Always take persistent warnings seriously because airbags are a critical safety feature. 7. ABS Light Reset. The ABS, anti-lock braking system, light appears when there is a fault with the system, often due to wheel speed sensors, low brake fluid, or electrical glitches. Sometimes, even after fixing the issue, the light remains on until it is reset. To reset, turn the ignition to the on position without starting the car. firmly press and hold the brake pedal. While holding it, remove the ABS fuse from the fuse box for about 5 to 10 seconds, then reinsert it, release the brake pedal, and turn the ignition off. When you restart the vehicle, the ABS light should be cleared. Another method is disconnecting the negative battery cable for 15 minutes, which resets the ECU, including ABS-related codes. If the light reappears quickly, it usually means there is still an active fault, such as a damaged wheel speed sensor or a hydraulic control issue. A reset is effective after maintenance or minor glitches, but never ignore an ABS warning, as it directly impacts braking safety. 6. Throttle position, sensor reset. The throttle position sensor, TPS, monitors how far the throttle is open and sends that information to the ECU. If it becomes out of sync, you may experience rough idling, poor fuel economy, or hesitation during acceleration. Resetting the TPS can often fix these issues without replacing the part. To perform a reset, turn the ignition key to the on position without starting the engine. Slowly press the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor and hold it there for about 10 seconds. Then, release the pedal completely and switch the ignition off. Wait 10-15 seconds before restarting the engine. In some vehicles, repeating this procedure twice ensures better results. Another approach is disconnecting the battery for 10 minutes, reconnecting it, and allowing the car to idle for several minutes while the ECU relearns throttle position. After a successful reset, throttle response becomes smoother, acceleration improves, and idling stabilizes. This simple DIY procedure can save time and money before considering replacement. 5. Idle relearn procedure. The idle relearn procedure is required when your car's engine struggles to maintain a steady idle. After the battery has been disconnected, the throttle body has been cleaned, or the ECU has been reset. Without this step, the engine control unit may not know the correct airflow and fuel settings for idle, which can cause stalling, fluctuating RPMs, or rough running. To perform the procedure, start the car and let the engine idle in park or neutral for 5 to 10 minutes without touching the accelerator. This helps the ECU gather new baseline data. Next, switch on electrical accessories like the headlights or air conditioning to apply load, and let the engine idle for another 5 minutes. In some vehicles, a short drive at low speeds followed by another idle period may also be necessary. After completing the process, restart the vehicle and check for stable idle. A proper idle relearn restores smooth performance and prevents unnecessary trips to the mechanic. 4. Mass airflow sensor reset. The mass airflow sensor, MAF, is responsible for measuring how much air enters the engine so the ECU can balance fuel delivery correctly. Over time, the sensor may become dirty or faulty, and even after cleaning or replacement, the ECU might retain incorrect data. This can cause poor fuel economy, stalling, or hesitation during acceleration. Resetting the MAF sensor ensures the ECU recalibrates to fresh readings. To do this, first disconnect the negative battery cable and leave it off for about 15-20 minutes to clear stored fuel trim values. After reconnecting the battery, start the engine and allow it to idle for about 10 minutes without pressing the accelerator. This gives the ECU time to adjust. Some vehicles also require driving a few miles at varying speeds to complete the relearn cycle. Once reset, you should notice smoother acceleration, improved fuel efficiency, and more consistent idle. If problems persist, the sensor itself may need professional cleaning or replacement. 3. Battery Management System Reset. Many modern cars are equipped with a Battery Management System, BMS, which monitors charging, battery health, and electrical usage. When you replace the battery, the BMS may still store data from the old one, causing charging issues, error messages, or reduced performance. A reset ensures the ECU recognizes the new battery and manages it correctly. One simple method is to turn the ignition to the on position without starting the engine, then press and hold the accelerator pedal to the floor for about 10-15 seconds before releasing. After that, turn the ignition off, wait a few minutes, and restart the vehicle. Some vehicles require pressing the trip reset button or using a diagnostic scan tool for accuracy. Always check the owner's manual for your car's procedure. Once reset, the charging system adjusts properly, ensuring optimal battery performance and longer lifespan. Skipping this step can prevent a new battery from working efficiently. So, it's an essential reset after replacement. 2. Fuel pump reset. The fuel pump is responsible for delivering fuel from the tank to the engine, and when it malfunctions or loses pressure, the car may not start or might stall unexpectedly. Sometimes after a repair, battery disconnection, or fuel system issue, the pump needs to be reset to restore normal operation. To reset, first turn the ignition key to the off position, then locate the fuel pump reset switch, often called the inertia switch, usually found in the trunk, under the dashboard, or near the passenger kick panel. Press the reset button firmly until you hear or feel a click. After that, turn the ignition key to on for a few seconds, allowing the pump to prime the system, then start the engine. If the vehicle runs smoothly, the reset is complete. 1. Window auto, up, down, reset. Modern cars with power windows often feature an auto up, auto down function, which allows the window to roll fully open or closed with just one press. If the battery has been disconnected or the window regulator loses calibration, this feature may stop working. Resetting the system is usually simple. First, turn the ignition key to the on position. Fully lower the affected window by pressing and holding the switch. Once it reaches the bottom, continue holding the switch for the 3-5 seconds. Then, raise the window completely by pulling the switch up and again hold it for 3 to 5 seconds at the top. This trains the window control module to recognize the upper and lower limits. Test the auto function by pressing or pulling the switch briefly. If the reset was successful, the window should move automatically. This easy reset can save a trip to the dealership and restores convenience to everyday driving. Always try these safe DIY methods before panicking about costly repairs. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with friends who drive.